Thank you for joining us. We are Vacay Mode Travels, your destination wedding specialists and all things travel experts. Today we have a good one. We are reviewing Rosewood San Miguel de Allende. This hotel is about an hour and a half drive from either Guanajuato or Querétaro International Airports. 5-star, 5-diamond hotel located just a few minutes south of the Central Historical Plaza. If you aren't familiar with San Miguel de Allende, it consistently ranks as one of the best cities in the world. We've had a lot of inquiries for some bridal couples looking for something more authentic, inland. Beach is not a must for them, and we believe Rosewood does deliver on that. As with any hotel or resort, it all starts with that initial first impression. What are your guests going to see when they arrive? And when they come here, there's a nice cobblestone roundabout in a beautiful neighborhood. It is very quiet and peaceful in the area. We had a chance to walk around. There's a beautiful park nearby. Do want to mention San Miguel de Allende is very picturesque. So a lot of your wedding pictures are going to be in the area. There's so many places that you can have a great photo shoot. We would describe Rosewood as contemporary, but there are a lot of traditional Mexican Hacienda colonial touches. There's some beautiful archway stonework, and you'll see a lot of the fine touches as soon as you walk in the lobby. There are 67 rooms, 4 restaurants, a cafe, and a pool. They do have a few bars, including one on the rooftop, which we'll get into a little bit later. For us coffee drinkers, we're always asking where can you get a cup of coffee right away in the morning. There's a cafe right next to the lobby space. You could smell it as soon as you walk in. They also have some great finger foods and desserts to choose from. We love the stonework that you find throughout their property. It looks like parts of Europe. At the heart of it all is this beautiful courtyard, and we want to mention that because this is what your guests and friends and family are going to be waking up to every day. It's so peaceful, there's birds chirping, it just makes for a great experience. On a side note, speaking about destination weddings, San Miguel is built on a bed of rose quartz, and local legend has it that those that get married in San Miguel last forever. The first restaurant stop is 1826 restaurant. Why 1826? It is the year that San Miguel de Allende was actually founded. This was the part of the tour that I knew we were on to something special. It wasn't just that courtyard, it was the attention to detail, the way the place settings were being put together, the tablecloths were being ironed out. Everything was really done well. That restaurant extends out into another courtyard area. We're going to start getting into some of the venues. This one is called Patio Naranjos, and all these are customizable. They will be made private should you have a ceremony or reception in this area. We do love it because it has that bright Hacienda style siding along the building there. And then on the flip side of this courtyard, if you had a smaller group, you could utilize that space. Not far from there is the 1826 Tequila Bar. We love this space. It's big, it's bright. This can be made private for a special event. If you're considering a cocktail hour, this would be a great place to hold that. Let's take a look at one of the rooms. We mentioned there's 67 rooms. They also have suites and residences available where you can get up to 5-bedroom residences. First impressions, very clean. The detail is there, a lot of space. There is a bridal suite, which we'll get into later, but if a groom was getting ready, this would be plenty of space for them to get ready for their special day. There is a nice patio space, again, backs up to either garden view, very peaceful, very tranquil. There are larger suites available or suites that offer more of a city view landscape. As we continue on, let's talk about what it's been awarded. Rosewood San Miguel was awarded as the #1 city hotel in Mexico and among the top 100 hotels in the world. The next venue up is Jardín Lavanda. This is their lawn space that backs up to tall trees. We like this because there is a walkway that the bridal party and bride can walk in from and make a grand entrance. This space can accommodate up to 300 people. so those larger wedding parties would be no problem here. We make our way towards the pool. Good sized pool, lots of day beds there. There's also cabanas there that you can come and use. Poolside service available. Just a nice place to relax. As we made our way around the resort, I wanted to mention how well maintained the landscape is here. They were very meticulous throughout the entire property, making sure everything was cleaned up and looked very nice. This is also important because if you are having a wedding here, this is where a lot of your photos are going to be taking place. Kudos to the landscaping team for this. They do a great job. I kept saying it looked like something out of Europe. It just was pristine throughout the property. On our way to Pirulis Garden Kitchen. Why garden? Because everything is locally sourced and made in-house. We would love 1826 restaurant for breakfast. This would be great for lunch and dinner. You can see this nice big bar area. This would be the best seat in the house with that view. We mentioned that they do locally source everything. They have a garden on site too. We love that. Great indoor, outdoor space. They have rotating menu. We didn't get a chance to eat there, but we understand they make some great cocktails and brick oven pizza. Just some more wedding info and what's included. There is a price per guest. It depends how many you're having. Up to 150 is considered an intimate wedding. Anything above that is a grand wedding. They do offer weekday discounts and special room rates if you're getting married during the week. What's included includes a 3-course plated menu. You get 6-hour bar service, round or rectangle tables, white tablecloths, 1 waiter for every 10 guests. We do like that. You get a menu tasting as well as some 10% off spa services. Moving on to our next venue, you saw the walkway coming in. This is Jardín Fuente. This might be one of the best venues we've seen at any resort anywhere. We just love the mass size that it is. It's in a beautiful setting surrounded by lush garden and has one of the best views overlooking the chapel at the central historical part of San Miguel de Allende. Want to mention, if you do have a Catholic wedding offsite but want to use this space for a reception, you can. You will be provided a private entrance for guests, and no wedding passes, day passes are required for that. The mega tent is part of the rental for this space. We don't see that as a bad thing because that actually will give some depth to your ceremony and reception space and can provide some coverage if there's any rain. Let's make our way a little quicker to the Luna Rooftop Terrace, and this is going to have some great views overlooking the city. The Luna Rooftop is part terrace, part restaurant, part bar, huge space overlooking the city that can accommodate over 400 guests. During the day, they're serving up great Mediterranean, Mexican, and craft cocktails, but at nighttime, it can be reserved for a ceremony or reception. Depending on the size of your wedding group, you may use a different part of the terrace. This section can be used if you have a smaller, more intimate wedding. Just behind there is a bar as well. This is going to make for some amazing sunsets. Just adjacent to Luna is Terraza Grande, which, as it's named, large terrace. This is a huge terrace space that can be customized to whatever your wedding vision looks like. Not far away is that Jardín Fuente that we looked at earlier. So if you had your ceremony and reception there, and you're looking for an after party or wanted your reception, you're not going to be far away. This space is fully customizable and can hold hundreds of guests. A few things to note as well. We didn't get a chance, but there is an amphitheater, very unique space that you can rent out for special events. That would be a great place to have a ceremony. As with any hotel or resort, you want to consider your plan B options for bad weather. They do have a beautiful ballroom that can be used. Brides are welcomed with a pre-nuptial ritual that includes a sensory shower, some gifts, and florals. There is a spa on site, and it was awarded a Forbes 4-star rating. With all our bridal couples, we want to be transparent about pricing. Here is a pricing chart for the venues to rent at San Miguel Rosewood. And that's it. We hope you have found this video helpful. Rosewood San Miguel de Allende is truly a special place. It is a beautiful boutique-like hotel, and it offers some great wedding venues and would offer a great wedding experience for you and your guests. If you're considering a destination wedding, reach out to us. We'd love to make that happen.